Okay, for this one, we're just going to distribute, if I can, there's my pen. So we're just going to distribute that root 11 through the parentheses. Again, with these roots, there's something about that notation that just really messes with people. If you think about, just pretend for a second, like instead of a root 11, it was an x. If you looked at this, what you would probably do is you would see that and multiply there, and you would distribute, right? You go x times 5 and get 5x, and x times x and you get x squared. So the same algebra you would do if it were an x, that's exactly what you're going to do with it if it's a root. And again, there's something about this notation that people are just like, I don't know what to do. But as soon as they see it, but if I show them this, they're like, well, yeah, I would just do this and this. It's the same thing. So we're just going to distribute that through. So here we're going to go root 11 times 5. So one thing to be aware of there is it's this invisible 1, and it's the same invisible 1 that lives in front of those x's. We're going 1 times 5 to get 5x. So here we're going 1 times 5 to get, oops, I could just do this in red, it would be okay, but oh well. Okay, 1 times 5 to get 5 root 11. And sometimes people will like get a root 55 there or something, but it's the numbers in front multiply and then roots multiply. So this is just 5 times that 1, root 11. And then here, 1 times 1, if we were doing that, would be 1, and then root 11, root 11. So there are 3 different things I could write there. I could write, well, my preferred one would be root 11 times root 11 is just plain 11. And that goes back to the whole, if we have root a times root a, that makes a every single time. You could also stop off at square root of 121, that would be correct, and then simplify to 11, because then you'd be multiplying those 11s together under the radical. Or I could have also written it as the square root of 11 squared, which is, these are equivalent, right? To me, that adds a step, and the sooner you're comfortable with root 11 times root 11 is just going to be a plain 11, the better off you are. But these 2 things are also equally correct, just not of my preference. So hopefully that helps on that one.